Okay, this is topic compound interest worksheet. So our formula for compound interest is A is equal to P 1 plus R over N to the NT power, where A is the final amount, P is the initial principal balance, R is the interest rate as a decimal, N is the number of times interest applied per time period, and T is the number of time periods elapsed. So Helen is opening her first savings account and is depositing $500. Suppose she decides on a bank that offers 6% annual interest to be calculated at the end of each year. Write a function A of t to model the amount of money in Helen's savings account after t years. So we have A of t, our final amount, is equal to our initial principal balance, which is $500, times the quantity of 1 plus our interest rate written as a decimal. It's 6%, so 0.06. Divided by the number of time interest applied per time period. This is only one time. Times the number of time periods elapsed, which is 1. Calculate the amount of money in Helen's saving account at the end of 1 year. So 2, change this to a 1, and we're going to solve it. So we're going to plug this into our calculator. And you should find that A of 1 is $530. Okay, how much money will be in Helen's saving account at the end of 5 years? So now we want A of 5. Our initial principal balance is still 500 times the quantity of 1 plus the interest rate as a decimal. Interest rate is 6%, decimal 0.06. Divided by the number of times interest rate is applied per time period, which is only 1, times our number of time periods elapsed, which we said is 5 years. Now we plug this into our calculator. And we get that A of 5 is $669.11. Suppose that the bank decides to start compounding interest rate at the end of every 6 months. If they still want to offer 6% per year, how much interest would they offer per 6-month period? So we are finding R divided by N. We said R was our 6%, R 0.06. And Rn is how many times, number of times interest is applied per time period. So per year, it's applied every 6 months, which would be 2 times. So our answer is 0.03 or 3%. John, Betty, and Lizzie were asked to calculate the amount of money Helen would have in her savings at the end of a year if interest was compounded twice a year. Who is correct? So we're going to want to write that equation. So we want A of A of 1 year is equal to the initial principal amount of 500 times the quantity of 1 plus our interest rate as a decimal is 0.06 divided by, we have that it is compounded twice a year, so number of times interest is applied per time period is 2. And our time period elapsed is 1 year. Plug that into our calculator, and we find that A of 1 is equal to 530.45. Therefore, Betty is correct. Okay, and you're going to continue on to the back and finish the rest for your assigned work.